There we go. We are
Hey,
live. Where is everybody?
I don't know. I just shared you out, so hopefully, I
I
think I
didn't.
shared you out earlier too,
Yeah.
but just to make sure.
There's a bigger live right now that's going on.
Oh,
Yeah. But I'll
hmm.
share myself out.
Hey, let your people know because a lot of
Yeah.
times YouTube doesn't say anything.
Right.
So,
I got the notification, but
hey, where to begin? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in.
hey, where to begin?
So, yesterday on that after show thing that I did
Yeah.
my nails
Yeah.
and I cut them way down and they look natural. They look like, regular
Oh,
nails.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, I told my husband, I said, do you like my nails? I'm like, I just did. He's like, they don't look like anything. I'm like, well, they're just kind of look like
Nails.
natural nails.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, I don't like them.
Aww.
Like, oh, well, in the next 2 weeks when they pop off, maybe
We'll
I'll get
change them.
another color.
It's good to hear that you're doing better, but tired.
Yeah.
Where to begin?
Uh,
I've been using lots of your seeds that you sent me. So just put some green beans in the ground.
mm.
Figured we'll stick them in. We got a few days
You know
left.
what you have to try that I absolutely love is the
What?
dragon tongue bush beans.
I think I have some of those, but I
They're a
think they're the
50
same.
day, they're like 50 day, so you could do it like right now before your frost. Oh,
True.
they are
That's
so
probably
good.
good.
They're really good on a
They're a
salad.
pole bean, though, right?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then
They,
not.
what is that? Wait, you mean like long,
Is it?
long,
Yeah,
lengthier?
a bush or a pole. A pole
No,
bean
they're a
is.
bush bean.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're kind of thicker.
Yeah.
And then you can snap them. Like I'd snap them and I'd put them on a salad. Oh my God. They are sweet. They're
Really?
really
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Right now I'm doing the purple ones.
Cool.
Hey, Hedgehog. Um, and I just put those in the ground. I started a lot of like second run of stuff, so I'm getting pumpkins out there now, um, and stuff like that. So maybe I can fit
I
those in
had a
there.
volunteer pumpkin
Yeah,
at the end of my driveway. Like I have this like cute little picket fence type deal.
yeah,
And it's all white painted and it's decorated or whatever. Well, I usually put like for the fall, I put like a couple pumpkins down there.
yeah.
Well, we must have let one rot down there. So I got a pumpkin like popped up and it grew a pumpkin. It was only like this big and it's already orange. I'm like,
Oh, sweet,
that's interesting.
nice.
That's, yeah.
Maybe just let that one rot, and then you'll get a bunch
And
next
I'll
year.
get yeah, next year. I was just surprised that it lived because I never really watered it or anything. So it
Yeah,
just kind of,
yeah. But you guys had a lot of rain in the spring.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
funny.
That is funny. Yeah, I'm getting so much
Hey,
rain now.
Glenn.
Um, so we'll see what happens. Where are all these people that said they were going to be here? They're so fired. So fired. I'm happy you're
Brian.
here. They'll be in. They're just running late. I should have shouted myself. No, I hate it when people do that. I'm going to be live in 5 minutes. That they come into somebody's live and then they leave. That's like
Yeah,
so wrong. You are here, Glenn. Thank you. If you want to come up and chat to us, and any one of you guys can come up. Just let me know. Um, yeah, it's been a little. It's been fun and crazy at the same time. It was a weird week for us because Chris had a weird week, and he's going to have a real short week for work, which sucks. But because he had a safety meeting,
oh,
and so they get paid for the safety meeting, but it screws everybody's route up.
yeah.
So
That's what my husband's work is like. They always have a meeting and it screws everybody up.
yeah. And But Chris is gone like 24/7 until he comes home, like from Monday to Friday to sometimes Saturday. And he hates it when they have him go to work so early on Monday. He has to leave. He's an hour away from work, so up in Kentucky. So, um, yeah. You could probably do it on your phone.
StreamYard is better on your phone than
Yeah.
mine was. So
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. StreamYard is pretty friendly. And I'm finally learning my computer. There we go.
Hey, Belinda and Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing? And Belinda, if you're there. It's usually just Chuck, but just put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and chat. Chuck's a guitar player too.
Oh yeah, I have a guitar. I suck at it. I can play the piano.
Right.
But
oh yeah, that's right. Courtney just reminded me, if you put love in the chat, it will shout out your channel for you. So
yeah, I need to set that up for Media Mondays and stuff.
Yeah, I can give you the password for that. Do that before Media Monday or something if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have to look and see what it is, because somebody helped me out with it and they gave me the wrong password, and then I learned from somebody else what the real password was. So yeah. So
really haven't really been up to anything. Just gardening and getting stuff ready. Oh, I am so excited. Today I got a bunch of stuff from Tammy's sponsor.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't shouted them out yet, but I'm going to make a shout out video. I'm super excited. I got a really nice letter from them. And so I'm really excited about that. It's like, I couldn't believe it came in the mail like that. Like, they were so nice.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool that you guys get to do that and meet all those people. And it's just fun, you know?
Yeah.
You definitely have to get the cameras out when you're meeting some of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're used to that. So, you know, they know the YouTube game. So, yeah, I wish I could go, but I mean, we're going to the Kentucky meetup, but literally it's like an hour and 15 minutes away.
Ooh, where is it? Like in Louisville or something? Or
it's I just looked it up.
Or Florence or something, like way up north.
Not way up north. It's Kentucky. Let me see here. It's like Baker something. Not that far.
Hello, everybody.
Took pictures of it.
Grand Rivers.
Yeah, Grand Rivers. Yep. So it's up by. It's actually kind of close to where there was a big tornado last year, because we drove by it going to so distracted trying to make sure everything's okay. Hey, had a garden. There you are. Hello, how are you?
Hey.
Hello. Sorry that took a minute.
Yeah, it's all right.
How are you ladies tonight?
We are good. We are good. Having a good time. Hi, Janet. How you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, it's Bob, y'all.
It's Bob. Bobinator. Bob is in the house. Bobarino, I emailed you.
Oh.
Now that I got your email.
Laura has your email now? I'm so jealous.
Well, he trusts me, you know. Nobody can have it. Nobody. Oh, come on. There we go. Making me paste it and put in the link. There you go, Bob. We are on Facebook as well at the same time.
Cool.
I figured that out. So last time we were on Facebook, my relatives from Canada came in. So it was.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I got to see them, talk to them. So I guess I should actually put it on Facebook on there.
So how's the new place going, Laura?
It is. We did a bunch of stuff, and now we're on a holding pattern. Unfortunately, we are waiting for somebody to get over to our property and flatten our land. We got everything ready, and we were going to build a tiny home out there. And then my mother-in-law had some issues and couldn't find housing for herself out here, and we talked about her coming to move with us, and the only way that would work if we got a house, not just a tiny home. And so we are now building a home, but now we need to make our pad bigger. And so we're waiting for somebody to get over there and somebody that won't bid us out so high that the last guy wanted $5,000 to do it. Yeah. And we have other bids that are much lower. So we just have to wait for those people to come in and be able to do it. So it might be a couple months out before they even start on that. And then winter might hold up things. So
what did you do with the shed that's out there?
There's a video on that. It's actually really cool. We put some logs on it. We lifted, just my husband and I moved that thing. It was so heavy. And we put some trees under it. We jacked it up with 2 heavy jacks and Mabel, the tractor, and jacked it up one side and then the other side. Put logs under it to skid it forward. And then when the log came out the one side, we picked up the log with the tractor, put it in front, and just did that kind of like, how they moved the pyramids,
Yeah. I saw you guys setting up to do that, but I didn't know why.
Yeah. We had to move it because we wanted the house there, because it's the flattest piece. But it's not the flattest. It's not very flat. It's 4 feet down on one side and 2 feet down on the other side because it's a ridge. And so we have to lock that ridge out and put it up. So,
Well,
so if we had a
fun.
bulldozer, we could do it, but we want the professionals to do it because our house is going to sit on it and it's worth a lot of money. So,
Right.
you don't want things collapsing underneath you.
No, that would be bad. Make sure you get a good foundation. It makes all the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going with a pretty good builder. So, and it's like a barndominium by name, but it's not built like a barndominium. It actually has 2x6 construction instead of the regular barndominiums. My neighbor built a barndominium, and we went to go look at theirs, and we are so thankful we didn't go with a barndominium. Their place was so rickety looking and kind of scary. Hey, Marshmallow.
Oh, well, that's good.
I was just like, I am so happy we didn't go. And they're like, oh, well, it's a barndominium, so you don't need this wall in between here and there to be structurally sound. And meanwhile, they're like,
hi, Bob,
pushing on the wall, and it's going like this, like literally this much.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'm so glad we're not going with the barndominium.
If you went with a 2x4 construction, you need to go in and put an extra 2x4 in the middle of every one. Just go with 2x6.
Yeah, we're doing 2x6, so we're happy about that. So,
my home is a stick frame home built
Yeah.
out of 2x6. I'm in Florida. This thing's been hit by hurricanes constantly for 40 years. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good to know because we we have tornadoes, so we still have to build a shelter for that too. But before we do all of that, we still need to get our perk test done for septic.
Oh, fun.
So we're waiting on the state because you have to do it by the state, not just the county.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for that perk test, and we've been waiting 10 months for water. So
Wow.
because we signed up for water before we even moved here, and we've been here 8 months. So
Oh Lord.
What's it costing for the perk test?
I don't. It's like $500.
Okay.
So not too bad. So, well, that's relative, right?
Yeah, right.
When our power cost us $44,000 to put in, $500 for a perk test doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
How long or how far do they got to run that wire to get to your?
Oh, a long way. We have 160 acres, so, and we're building like in the middle of our property, and so we had to run it from the neighbor's pole all the way in, and so I forget how long that was. My husband could tell you off the top of his head. It's like hundreds of feet, but.
Are they going to run it across on poles, or are they going to do it underground?
It's on poles. We couldn't do it underground. Couldn't afford it.
Hold on, I left something on. There we go. Whoops.
Hey, fishes.
Hey,
Hi, Carol.
what's up? Hey, Glenn, I saw you.
The
come up.
fishes.
That's awesome. Hey, Bob. Hey, Court.
Hey, I saw you throw those bugs in the canal. Oh.
I wasn't sure who you were calling Godzilla, the bugs or me.
I'm going to hold up signs, save the giant caterpillars, you cruel person.
I warned those people, don't come near that video.
Yeah.
See,
They were to begin.
So you did a video on caterpillar. I got to go back and see that.
It's finally out of private. It was stuck in the privates.
Oh, it was stuck in the
Figured out how to
private.
get it out of the privates.
I was amazed how big they are.
That's horrible to be
Lord
stuck in the
almighty.
privates.
I
I mean, so
know.
many people have
They were
been in
wet.
the
It was
privates
wet.
to be stuck
I mean,
there.
It
to
was
be
wedged in there.
to go in the private for a couple minutes, that's one thing, but
They had to like unwedge it out of there.
unless you were on your honeymoon.
No, that would
People,
be fun.
keep it clean. Keep it clean, people.
Really,
Says
Bob?
the lobster, says the lobster.
Me of all people. Oh, yeah.
Hey, you guys, share us out because we're kind of low on the numbers. over
Sure.
here.
Bob was taking shots of his holy water before we came on, I guess.
Yeah. That's why he's so clean now.
Yeah. I showered in it. Yeah,
That's what
I'm not
it
sure if it
is.
did any good or not.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I was just trying to put soil in I actually brought home the like hex thing for starting seeds. And last time I bought one at Walmart and left it on the bottom of my cart and went home. Anyway, I actually brought one home and I was filling it with I forget it's like the compressed peat moss. And I was thinking, no, I really, really need a potting table because in the kitchen and in my sink, probably my husband wouldn't be too happy if he walked out of the kitchen.
I know.
Right now.
My mother-in-law is like, so are you going to have kitchens? Are you going to have a sink in the laundry room to do the gardening stuff?
I want a sink like Courtney has out in the yard.
Yeah, I might do that.
But
it was just funny. I was like, really?
No, you should have just answered her in your little accent. No,
Don't you know?
little dirt is good for you.
End of story.
So. Yeah.
The dirt is over there.
I shared you out, darling. So you're
thank you.
out there. Yeah.
I'm going to try and operate some magic here.
Operate the magic. You guys get in here or else.
That's right.
Yeah, Carol, I don't blame you for that. That whole plant was just
Oh,
gone.
I couldn't believe it. I
Just
was like, I
gone.
came out there and I'm like, what's wrong with my plant? That's
What
not a
plant was
plant
it?
anymore.
What
Mhm.
plant was it?
It
Tomato?
was just a pepper plant that
Uh-huh.
they just totally annihilated. They
Yeah.
just, I'd
Wait
never
till you
seen
see it,
anything
Laura.
so bad.
It wasn't
Oh,
a plant; it was sticks.
It was sticks with
yeah.
big green.
That almost happened to my
caterpillars.
pepper plants from what are those things called? Cucumber bugs.
Mm,
Yeah,
Those are my
yeah,
arch
these were
nemesis.
nasty.
they are mine
Mm.
too this year. Those and the June Japanese bug, whatever you want to
I
call it.
think beetles made their way to my garden. My other pepper plant looks like something bit it up like beetles do.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the weevils will bite it, but they don't take the big chunks out like I saw. I need to go out tonight and look with my little black light and see if
No, I don't even have to look with black light. I just look at the plants and there they are.
well, I mean,
Oh
I
boy.
missed the other ones and they were
Yeah.
full grown by the time I got out there because with Malachi sick, I stayed inside. And suddenly it was just sticks with hornworms, like Bob said. It was like
Yeah.
I
No.
turn around, I
Those
like go
stupid
around the
bugs.
corner and I'm like, oh
Uh,
I
Yeah.
had that.
they can do
and-
that overnight though.
yeah. Well, they were
Literally.
fat. They were biggy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they've been eating your whole plant out.
I don't know
My
what
kid-
was eating one of my plants over in the Philippines, but yeah, we buy our plants from Jin Jin and her mom, and
Mhm.
one of them, it was similar to a Diefenbachia, but
Mhm.
and something was eating it, and I don't know nothing about the bugs down there, so I opened the trash can, threw it in. Goodbye. Don't spread around. I want to keep
Yeah.
everything nice.
I think where to be in Homestead, I think my first army worm experience, I first thought it was a hornworm and then realized after I watched the video it wasn't green like a hornworm. And even somebody mentioned they're like, that's not green. I think it was an army worm and I put it down my garbage disposal because it ate into one of my tomatoes.
Oh,
It was like my one tomato that was starting to blush and I went to pick it and there was an army worm eating it.
The army worm's been bad the last few years here, real bad.
How do you? I'm
have-
thinking of just tenting everything, Glenn, at this point.
I have one bush that they annihilate all the way down to the ground every year, and then the bush comes back.
Which one is that? What bush is it? So I know.
That is a night blooming jasmine.
Oh, okay. I don't have
Okay.
that one, thank God. But I do have a night blooming cirrus that just bloomed, and I missed it. I only caught it when it was halfway, and it had like 5 or 6 blooms on it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm glad it's not that one. But still, that's awful. My my experience with the pepper plant was enough. I don't need any more bugs. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
that
I need-
time of year.
It is.
The bigger the garden, the bigger the pests. But it's been raining so much here. I haven't been. The pests are still there, but they, it rains so hard they drown practically here.
Yeah, we're not getting enough rain here in my spot. It's like a microclimate and it's just going around us. And
Oh,
yesterday, Glenn, do you know, were the Everglades on fire yesterday? Did you hear anything about it?
Yes.
Okay.
We're,
'Cause it
we're
was
in a drought
total
year
haze.
overall.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was haze. It was creepy.
Texas.
We
is
had-
horrible.
A fire ripped through the upper St. Johns River swamp that made it all the way from down by you.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That explains it then,
It
because it was
crossed
like
over through the
creepy.
Everglades, got into Blue Cypress, and then ripped right up through the river valley over here.
Whoa. See, now I didn't even hear anything about it. I just saw it in the air. Our blue skies, you couldn't see them here. And,
Yeah, it
and the
was
sun
great.
was hazy. Like there was a haze covering the sun. And I was like, that's, I think, smoke or ashes. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I tried to look it up and then forgot, of course, when night
It's
fell.
still going. It's up in the Little Econ area now, east of Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you betcha.
You betcha. Poor Mickey. Just burn the Mickey a little button in his butt.
He was on our team. I'm Will It Grow, the jellyfish.
Yeah, he was on the jellyfish
Or
team.
no, Man of War.
Man of War.
Jellyfish. Squishies. The squishies. He was on the squishy team. The other
If I
squishy
knew that I
girls.
was going to do a pop-up garden, I would have joined a team. But
Yeah.
not that I would have, I've been growing a lot more stuff. I'll just say that. I have an excuse to grow a lot more stuff.
That's right. Well, I'm in a
There you go.
competition.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm getting nice little hills in my my sweet potatoes, little mounds underneath the dirt.
Mhm.
Nice.
Mhm.
I actually was just clearing out the
That's
sweet
one thing
potato
I've never
leaves.
grown is sweet potatoes. I
It's
love
my
them.
first time too.
Like,
They're
how
usually
would you store them then?
Sweet potatoes are really easy to store. You don't have to
Yeah.
do anything to them. They'll last like a year the way they are.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Unless you're in South Florida and they'd like to try and sprout again.
Yeah. If you're in a moist, as long as they're kept in a dry area,
Yeah.
dry, dark
They're
area.
mostly a tropical. They're
Yeah.
actually like a tropical crop.
So
But they'll grow up north, but they're mostly a tropical. Like I can throw them down and just put them down in my soil once they sprout and let them go and do they cover my soil instead of mulch sometimes.
mhm.
But
There is a procedure if you want to store them long term. What you do is you take and you let them sit out directly in the sun for 2 or 3 hours after you harvest them. Do
Mhm.
not wash them.
Burn them
Oops.
all.
Yeah.
And you put them in
Don't wanna
a
wash
paper bag, and you got to store them somewhere where it's above 80 degrees for about a month, and then you can store them however you want
wow.
for up to a year.
Yeah. That's
I've
cool.
never tried that.
I might
Oh,
can
right.
them. I'm not sure though.
Ooh,
That's what I was thinking of once I pull all mine up. Was canning them.
Just
I gotta
because,
do the sweet potatoes. That sounds so good.
yeah.
Yeah, I do that too. Where to begin Homestead.
Because then I'd probably use them more. I have sweet potatoes right now that I'm not using because
Yeah.
I like to go through the process of.
Hello. Thanks for
Even
coming
though
in.
you can stick them in the microwave.
Cubby.
Cubby. Jinx, you owe me a
Mitra.
Hey, Vitra, good to see you.
Sorry, I only have the San
Thank you for the
Pellegrino.
Are any of you cooking and eating the sweet potato greens?
No,
I don't like the flavor.
I don't either. Just
Ah.
But
No,
I've had
I'm
two
doing chop and
bugs all
drop with
over.
them. I'm
I
putting them
should
under.
be. I've got so many. Okay, so I have my sweet potatoes growing in a pool,
Mhm.
a bigger kiddie pool, and I've got so much growing out, and I don't want that running along the ground because I just want them to grow in the pool. So I've been just throwing the leaves over back into the pool. Can I cut them?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you can cut them, stick them in water, root them, and make yourself some more slips.
Yep, that's what I want to try. With
Yeah,
some of
but
mine.
then there's no much more time though left here.
Mm.
I mean, if
Well,
I
I'd
leave
use them
wander
like a
out
house
into
plant.
the woods on your property and just plant some and see if any of them will take. Because they might get a root that's big enough to make it through the winter and pop up on their own. And if you manage to get them to do that, then next year you can go back and after they come up, start cutting the vines and making more slips for your garden out there.
Maybe I'll plant them in the area where the ground burned a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, terra preta.
Yeah, they'll
Home
really like
improvement
that.
tips. There's so many scenarios to that question. One, did you let the potatoes dry? Did you let them just die off? If you didn't let them die off, they didn't grow long enough.
Yeah.
You have to, when you have the potatoes in the ground, you have to just let the tops just completely die, and then you can dig them up. If you didn't do that,
they don't die in Florida.
If they didn't do that, that's why your potatoes only came out to look like little, because they didn't probably grow long enough.
Yeah.
But there's 100 different scenarios to that question.
Yeah. Your soil needs nutrients sometimes too.
Yeah. My sweet potatoes won't be done until September, but
yeah.
But
Right
yeah,
now
I
I
might
have
try that with the
2
slips.
huge
That's-
trash cans filled with potatoes, and when they haven't even begun to die off the greens on
Yeah.
top. So I'm anxious to see what I got in there.
Most
Yeah.
potatoes take about 100 days, though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try them in boxes and then just boop.
what I'm
Pull
going to
the
do
box
with
out.
all of them is I'm going to can them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Canned
there you go.
potatoes were the best thing that I had ever had in my life. It was wonderful.
My mother-in-law
Green Granny.
got so excited when I took out my canned potatoes.
Oh my God, they
And
were so good.
she was so excited about it. It was crazy.
I
you
would
know.
put them in the cast iron
Yeah.
and fry them that way with a little bit of ghee.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh. Yes.
It was good. A little parsley, homegrown parsley on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good.
Got
when
some
you
of
make
that
them.
in the
I remember
garden.
that.
Yep.
Remember that. Yeah, Glenn, when do we even put our potatoes down?
Sweet potatoes or regular potatoes?
Regular.
November.
Okay, that's what I thought. We did it closer to our winter.
You can get a decent seed stock if you're not going to make them yourself at Ace Hardware.
Oh, really? Good
Huh.
to know. I chitted some, but I figured it was too early.
Chitted some?
I shitted some
Chit
potatoes.
You can get arrested for that, you know.
I know.
That's what I heard too.
Swallowed them whole
But I've
and
never
just
been
threw 'em right
arrested
out.
for it.
I just
Yeah.
surrounded them in
I might take
nutrients.
some more potatoes and shit them and put them in buckets.
Yeah. It just happened that, mine sprout before I get to use them, like right on our counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
right?
really good soil. Like what we did is we filled it with compost, and then we used vermiculite and perlite in the trash cans.
They're hungry beggars, those potatoes.
And and we put bone meal and stuff in there, and then we didn't just fill the entire trash can. We did it a little bit at a time. So the first layer, we just did it like a little bit, and we put some potatoes in there, and we let them grow up. Then we put some more dirt in there. We put some more potatoes, and we let them grow up. And then we just kept doing that. And then hopefully the entire trash can is full of yummy potatoes. I don't know yet. That's
I don't know.
That's going to be fun to dump out.
I did russets from the store, so
Her husband's pretty big, so he could be.
I'll have to make a phone call to Glenn. Hey, Glenn, can you come down and dump my potatoes for me? I can't get this thing up. I don't want to ruin my trash can.
I do my potatoes in
complaining.
5-gallon buckets so that I can
Oh,
handle
smart.
them easily.
That's a good idea.
yeah.
I like the box idea.
I
where
did
you
that like last year,
just the box.
but I just wasn't getting enough potatoes. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to have like 5 billion buckets.
Yeah.
So that's why I did the trash cans.
I like
Yeah,
the
the
idea
5-gallon
of like
buckets are a
using
little small for
Amazon.
it.
Yeah, it
I like-
seems like I only got like just like a bag of potatoes or something.
But isn't there determinate and indeterminate potatoes, and not all of them will do the whole bucket thing. So if you're growing like potatoes, like I'm growing potatoes that are just from the store,
Yeah.
and most of those are going to be determinants. And
I did Yukon Gold, which is just like, I know I did Yukon Gold and I had purple potatoes because I left them in the basement by accident. So they started growing. So I had those too. So I just threw those in there, and I have a whole bunch of purple potatoes, which by the way,
look what I got.
Nice.
See, here's the whole title. It's Korean farming. It's been put into English.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's basically also how to overcome the fertilizer shortage.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of his own.
Yeah.
Pesticides. He has another book too, just on pesticides made from herbs.
You can fix a lot of that with compost tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we used growing up was compost and winter ryegrass.
Yeah.
Everything.
I like the Dave's Fetid swamp water because there's more to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then putting it on the coal, the charging what is it called? Biochar with it.
Yeah.
Biochar.
Yeah. The only thing is I need to find a way to make my own. I'm using the like supposed natural from the store that doesn't have any chemicals, but some people have said it can still possibly have chemicals in it, which stinks. But
You just need to set your property on
You need a
fire,
fire
like I
pit.
did.
I can't have a fire pit with my kids, Glenn. Unless I like send him on a vacation with my husband, so he'll
Mm.
leave the fire pit alone. I'll be like,
Where to begin? You had 85 pounds. What'd you do with all that? Are you storing it or are you canning all those? And if you are canning all those, how many people do you have helping you? But just curious.
85 pounds.
85
Wow.
pounds. I had bought a 50-pound bag of potatoes for like $20 at a store, and I didn't even get a chance to can half of it. Like it was like insane.
I have to do something with those. I have to do something with those elderberries this weekend.
We froze ours.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
we get, we're gonna try and freeze. FYI, Tammy told me a really good way of making elderberry jam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and she said to freeze them because that's the best way to get all the juices out.
Makes sense. It makes berries juicier.
Probably. I was wanting to do the syrup because I have a lot of jam right now.
Yeah.
But I have so much jam. I have so much pear butter and apple butter because we had a pear tree.
Yeah.
Tammy said that's her favorite is elderberry jam. I remember her saying that one time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make it her way.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need some elderberry. I have
Maybe I'll
those.
just follow you guys, and I'll just put it in the freezer and.
Yeah, she said that's the best way to do it because she said when you go to juice it, then you get a lot more juice out of it.
Oh, okay.
What about reconstituting them if they've been dried? Like you gave me some dried, but I had gotten a big bag for making the elderberry like syrup.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Same thing. Turn it into a jelly.
Yeah, that's how the Brazards do theirs. They have their elderberry kits that they sell, and it comes with dried elderberries in it. And
okay.
It comes with like an allspice little packet.
Yeah, I remember that.
Elderberries, and then you cook them. Not cook them, warm them up, and then you mix them with honey for the syrup for your theirs is more like a medicinal.
Yeah, theirs is more liquidy. I wanted to see if I could make it into a jelly. Hey, Homestead Aquarius, what's up?
You can.
I wasn't sure if it would be too.
Probably just have to soak them.
Yeah. Probably have to boil them for a really long time to get it.
I would just be careful boiling them because unless you don't care about the medicinal stuff portion.
Oh no, not for jelly. I mean for jelly. Like I would have to boil it because to get the flavor, I would think you would have to boil it longer if they've been dried. Right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like because you reconstitute it and stuff to make it so it's not so watery. I don't know. Bam.
I don't know. Might make it easier.
Oh,
to make it
that's
into a
right.
jelly.
Home Improvement asked Glenn, if you do eat the sweet potato greens, do you put vinegar on them? Like
Repeat that?
The sweet potato greens, do you put vinegar on yours, like to eat them?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I've only put a little bit in my mouth and was like,
blah.
Those dried elderberries, though, that I gave you in that little small packet, like
I had that little small packet.
Yeah, I would just make a tea out of that.
Do you think though do you think it would sprout?
Maybe.
I put them on a napkin. Test a few. Put them on a napkin.
There's seeds inside of it. Yeah. Maybe I will. But yeah, I'll make tea out of that one then, like you said. But I'll maybe try a few and see if I can sprout some.
I'll have to figure it out because I've never done anything with elderberry, and I have them right on
me either.
Stalk.
Yeah, we have like 25 bushes so far. Like thus far, the one bush that we did have here, we chopped it down and then we made more bushes out of it.
Yeah.
So right now we have 25 bushes.
They say that you should chop every 2 years, chop them all the way down to the ground.
Only the dead, like the woody extra.
Yeah,
woody. Yeah, not the.
Like when they've lost all their leaves and stuff like that in the late fall. Yeah.
I need to do that with my chaya. My chaya, two of them are this wide, Glenn, the base of my chaya.
I think my raspberries are going to
Hey,
come back
Aquarius.
this year with a vengeance because my husband took the Shenandoah to them and just basically chopped them all
Weed
down.
whacked them.
Huh?
Yeah,
Weed
we
whacked them. Is that?
Oh, he
cut
just,
our raspberries every fall.
I was like,
Leave the grain standing and then take. We call it caning. I
Yeah.
worked for that Japanese farmer and the ones we had at home. We call it caning every
Can you
fall.
guys hear me okay?
Whack
Can I-
out the
Yes.
dead.
You sound good.
I don't have my headset on, so.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't want to wake up my husband. Seems like when I have it on, I giggle a little too loud,
Yeah.
get excited, and talk too loud, and suddenly he's there in the doorway. That's
Hey,
slamming. That's the look on my face, and then you'll hear a slam. That's usually I've woken
Yeah.
him.
I'm so glad that our office will be on the other side of the house and there will be 2 doors in between. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to clean out my garage and put an air conditioner in it and just have it as, my she shed.
Right.
But I don't see that happening anytime real soon. We need the space.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here they frown on sheds unless you can really conceal them somewhere against your house. I don't know what they're doing looking in my backyard anyway, but
Yeah.
Nosy. Yeah.
the only thing I can think of is that they're concerned about hurricanes, that people wouldn't anchor them down properly. And
Yeah, I
Thank
get
you.
that.
Hey, if you guys want to drop your link, just go ahead and type love in the chat and it will drop it for you.
That's why Mrs. and I were, we are looking to move, and we don't want to be in one of the new housing developments unless we have no choice, because those are the nosiest people on the earth.
yeah.
This grass is 1/64th of an inch too tall, and we have to pay for people to do
the
that.
board. Yeah, the
We have to
board who
pay
does that. Yep.
Yeah. God.
They come by. It's
It's so hard to find a nicer house though without one of those.
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
That's the same thing here. Yeah, Laura, I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, Belle Luke, what's up?
just moved to
Hey,
Ohio.
Luke,
Bob.
good to see you.
You
Yeah,
just move out here. You don't have anybody nosy.
there you go, Bob. There's your solution. Just find a good place for Mrs. to work in Ohio.
Yeah.
We got
That-
clinic,
that's-
the Cleveland Clinic. It's well renowned.
There
Damn.
you go.
Yep.
Yeah, we have them
Yeah.
down here. We have the Cleveland Clinic. Could move to South Florida. Just avoid the HOAs.
Yeah. just-
Yep.
Or move up near Glen. It's a little more spread out. And it's easier.
Yeah.
to-
Our thing was
Yeah, we got a lot of HOAs here. Almost every new community that goes up
Same here.
is an
Yeah, they're
HOA.
putting them in.
I
I
understand
noticed
why they're beneficial, but they're
Yes.
so strict that can't.
I get it because that happened to my parents. They had a really nice house, and then people start moving in the neighborhood and bringing down their property values because they were just not taking care of their properties,
Right.
or they were parking every single car they had in front of their house. And
And
this was
who's ever
like
in
the
charge
center
of the
Boca.
HOA, whoever's in charge of the HOA, you could do anything or do nothing, and you're still guilty of bringing down the property
Right.
if they don't like you.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
one thing I would not deal well with that.
The thing is about HOAs, you've really got to look at that contract because sometimes they can have you kicked out of your own house.
Correct. And
Yes,
they
they can.
fine you too. Mhm.
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah,
you.
they'll fine you.
Yeah.
That's common.
Mhm.
The fining is common. That's how they keep control over people.
Yeah.
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 They
I
really
lived
do.
in,
I get the HOA thing because you do get a lot of people that don't take care of their yards.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I lived in a place like that, then
Yeah.
I hope, or hopefully it wouldn't be that strict. You could just say, hey, you need to take care of your yard.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you can't paint your front door any other color, but
That's right, Aquarius.
Yeah.
You know,
The
it's like-
contractor color. Yeah. Yeah. And there's also considerations that I'm in a mixed race marriage.
Yeah.
You get a
That's a-
bigot in that position. Oh boy, we're in trouble.
Depends where
And
you
they
live.
are out there, guys. They
Yeah,
are out
they
there.
are. Not in my area because they'd probably get killed. Ours is a whole mixed area. Pretty much Florida, South Florida is all mixed.
Yep.
Most of the bigots, sorry, Glenn, are in northern Florida. Sorry,
Okay.
That's a little
you
odd
start
that
to
the
get into
KKK
here,
still
but
is.
once you get further north, it can get pretty bad. Up in the Panhandle, up toward Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The KKK is still active, and
Yep.
that
All those
area.
They are
people
here, too.
They're scary, man.
I
They are
can.
scary.
Mm-hmm.
The KKK here, so far, what I've seen, there's an old man that stands on the corner in the town where I'm moving to.
Yeah,
And-
nice.
And
Down
he is
Social?
such a, nobody worries about him. He's
just
so old and rickety that
yeah, could blow him over.
Yeah.
Depends who he's friends with, though. That's always the problem.
yeah.
Well, the associates are the
His
one you see. You
associate.
don't need to worry about. The ones you don't see is the one
The ones
Yeah.
you
want to
worry
be
about.
concerned
True.
about.
That's true.
Yeah, but the thing is about that is, you can be a bigot or whatever type, style or whatever, but when you come in on the surgery table, my wife's still going to save his life.
Yeah.
You come in an ER, she's still going to save your life.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I ran into that, and I said when I worked at Boeing, and I said to some of those simple-minded
Cosmic?
folks
Hey,
that
Ginger.
just remember.
Hey, Ginger.
The doctor or nurse who comes and gives you treatment is probably from one of those other countries that you don't
Right.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Now, just keep that in mind. One day your life is going to depend on somebody from that country.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure. Most of the doctors, especially the specialists, are from the Middle East around here, around everywhere. Hey, Tien.
Hey, Tien. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Mia.
I think she's a surgery nurse, right?
Tammy?
Bob's wife.
Oh.
Something
like that. He likes to keep it private, Belt Loop, but she's pretty
he's a
up
trophy
there.
husband. Look at him.
Yep. He is a
just want to
trophy
pinch his
husband.
cheeks.
That's right. He is a trophy husband. How did
He
you
just
know?
cheeks that old man.
Yeah. I've been talking to these folks here for a long time, and none of them even know my wife's first name. I keep my family details.
We just know her as Mrs.
I also don't ask
And
you
sexy.
because
No, you don't.
none of
I
my
respect
business.
that. I respect that. I think that's
We know Belloop. You didn't mean to intrude. Belloop is a former police officer, so he understands that there's weirdos out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he knows better than most. He has to tackle those people. And
don't worry, we have some backups, Cosmic, just in case.
We got the cops in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to pull one over on us there, Cosmics, don't worry. Season's not over yet.
Belloop says he's a trophy husband. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were still working.
That's why we
Sorry,
never get to
Belloop.
see him. He's just too good looking. He doesn't want to show his face.
I have felt that way overseas a few times.
Not Belt Loop. I'm sorry.
6 foot tall Caucasian husband. Like, look at my trophy husband. So I felt that way a few times.
Right?
Like, oh man. Oh,
yeah, I got a trophy husband.
Well, she could make a killing on selling a certain something that you can put out.
Yeah. That honestly did happen to me one time. One lady was saying,
I laugh at sometimes when I watch
a white baby. I'm like, oh God, I got to get out of here. That happened one time. That's why I've mentioned it. It has happened to me.
Sometimes when I watch some of our old videos, I'm looking up like this all day, and I'm like, talking to him on video, and I'm just like, my husband, and I'm just like, no wonder my neck hurts.
You're right. I know. I saw that in some of your videos.
I didn't realize I looked up so much.
Mm-hmm.
Someday there's a chiropractor's going to make $1 million off of you, Laura.
Oh, they already are.
How tall is he anyway?
He's 6'10".
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And his son's 6'8".
Wow, where to begin? I'm curious to know what you weighed your
6'9".
tomatoes in at. Oh, you have to do stuff sometimes at work? I can't imagine that, Belt Loop. I'm sorry. I, for some reason, thought you were retired. I didn't realize you were still active duty.
No, he's still active duty.
Good.
You can come up here, Belt Loop, if you want to talk to us, because you seem like you want to talk.
Hey, Barry.
Barry!
Up?
I guess I got to put the link in the house.
Barry, what's up?
Wow.
Eventually we'll find the right house for us, and we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, I think the missus came up with a pretty good idea. Is if we can find a place where we can lease at the beginning, and if we like the area, then we can purchase. Yeah.
Well, participation trophy.
Have you considered building, Bob?
No, I don't want to deal with that.
No.
Yeah, because I put a large addition on in a house where I used to live. Oh God, dealing with contractors and state and county inspectors and all that. It's like it's a never-ending nightmare for
Homestead Chris. I love that. What you said. He got the participation trophy award for being. Thanks for participating. I feel like that too some days for sure.
Rose in Alaska, how you doing?
That's right. We all win when we grade on a curve. Amen.
Well, that's what they do nowadays. They just grade on that curve.
I like to grow on a very large curve.
Yeah, I got cheated in my youth. Either you won or you lost.
They were trying to teach me bell curves.
Me forever,
Bell curves.
Yeah, they were in school. Education, we had to take it, and they're like doing the bell curves and education measurements and statistics, and I'm like, can we stop? I'm an art teacher. I really don't need this class. Can I just leave? Can you just? Maybe I could have gotten a participation signature. Like I'm not doing that crap to my students.
Oh, get this. I have a second cousin. She very well educated, and she was she was in university, and they were graded on a bell curve, and she walked into the class. It was like mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everybody in there was Asian. She went, "Oh my God, I am screwed on the bell curve."
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was like business
with those
math,
solid memories, they got those
Mm-mm.
math Asian people who just.
Yeah.
And she was screwed because she just couldn't keep up.
Yeah. That was like I accidentally got into business math when I was up at junior college. There was a reason I was in junior college in the first place.
You get it? I get it. I do. I get
And
it.
I was like, what the? And they're doing the graphing on the board. And I'm like, I so don't belong in here, but what do I do?
Yeah.
Teacher was nice enough to do something else for me. Put me outside the class with, some college algebra. So then I was able to sign off that I took college algebra when he basically gave me a packet this thick and somebody helped me with it because I was terrible. I was awful at math.
Algebra was tough at first, and you've got to have a really good memory to do algebra.
Yeah,
to remember all the formulas. Wow,
yeah. Remember all the formulas.
Pretty good at algebra.
I was better at geometry because it made sense. It was a shape. It was physical. It made sense.
Yeah.
You could apply it to something. Algebra is so abstract.
Geometry too. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
finding the missing factor. Yeah. A lot of it really comes down to the instructor. If the instructor can put it in terms that my black and white brain operates on, if they can put it into terms, you need to know how to do this to figure out X. Okay, now I get it. If you start throwing formulas and come up with it turning letters into numbers, it just stumped me.
Right.
Hey, JT Jr. I didn't know how to. I couldn't read your name at first. I had to slow my eyes down. My eyes skipped around.
Your eyes down.
Yeah. I had to go over to on the white. It's just too much, and my eyes can't sometimes track, and so I had to go over to the black background.
Yeah, I have to slow my eyes down too.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know how else to say it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a dyslexic thing. I get it. It is.
That's why, ADHD kids do better on yellow paper. Mm-hmm. They find out that they just do.
Really? Oh, I had no idea. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, they do better on yellow padded paper, doing projects and stuff. Right? I mean, writing notes and stuff. Yeah, and reading them.
Trick
I do better when I use something to underline when I read.
What was
Red?
it, Glenn?
A trick for dyslexia is red glasses.
Oh, be darned. Really?
Red? Really?
Red.
Uh-huh.
2 years I wore red glasses.
Like red tinted glasses? Like
Yep.
rose colored glasses? Oh. I've never
Only
heard
when
that.
reading. It helps stop the letters from moving around on you.
That's kind of cool. I may have to look into that.
They never tried that on me.
Oh, yeah. The slow children at play, commas help with grammar. Barry, be nice.
Yes.
Grown slow children at play. Be nice.
Yep.
And the thing is we weren't slow. It was actually, we were tracking. Our eyes were going too, like, fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was my brain, the ADHD was the brain is just going too fast.
No, when I was young, there were no titles like ADHD.
Yeah, and
ADD,
even
there was
when I
none
was
of that.
little, even
Nothing. So there was really no treatment for the situation.
Right.
Either you got it or you
Same.
failed. You know,
Yeah.
that
Yep.
was so because I remember
Same.
failing things in school, and I would just like tell my parents, I'm not dumb. I just can't get this. I don't get it, you know.
And when I was in
Yeah.
school, which wasn't much far behind you, we were in a place where they were starting to understand it, and they were learning how they could teach people with dyslexia, and they understood it pretty good, but they couldn't get permission to use it in schools.
Crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
still at the study pro. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, that was like when I was even teaching, and the autistic children had to go to private school because they couldn't get permission to bring their shadows in, even if their parents were paying for the shadow. And I think they still have some trouble with the public schools in doing that.
They do, because it
Yeah.
costs so much money.
Yeah. But I mean, even the parents who wanted to bring in their own shadows were getting told no.
Yeah.
For their kids, which is ridiculous. If your kid has a helper, as long as they check out through the school system, let them in.
Yeah.
Like if they go through the background checks.
Well, in the school that I worked at, that was almost 100% autistic kids. Every kid had a shadow. Some of them had two.
Yeah, my oldest son did.
Nice.
Yeah, because they were at that level.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
that's severe. Yeah.
So,
But
Well, you guys,
still,
I
like,
hate to say it, but I have to go. I got like 8 dozen eggs I have to wash.
Oh, fun.
Yay!
Thanks, Courtney.
Eggs to
And I
wash.
held it off until tonight. And
Just juggle some. You'll have less.
certainly will.
He's like, I'm selling them. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's right. That's for money. I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night,
Good night.
Courtney.
Good
God bless.
Gotta just tell those people the poop is good for the eggs.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. They can stay on the counter for a long time if they just keep the poop on them.
That's right. You just have to rinse it off right before you use it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
it matters.
Actually, in Europe, it's illegal to wash the eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
really?
Mhm.
I'll be darned. I didn't know
Really?
that.
I didn't know that either.
So, I mean, they keep their coops nice and clean, you know.
Yeah.
I would think so. They would have to, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
But
who-
it's
Yeah,
illegal to wash them.
We kept our hen house clean, but still, once in a while, we get one
Yeah,
poo on it, and just we keep it instead of selling it.
because they all have to sit in the same box.
Yes, ma'am, they do.
Yeah, what is that?
The last girl got a little excited, and something else came out with the egg, and the next hen jumps in there, and there you go.
It cracks me
Oh
up when they're
no, Cosmic. Still? Maybe you should just burn it down and start over. I'm kidding. That stupid rat is so smart.
Oh yeah.
Not
Well,
that
they are.
stupid. Oh, I know. But wow. I just feel bad. They've been dealing with it for a while.
Yeah.
It seems he must have a way in and out. of that place. How can he? Oh, I guess if he's got food there, doesn't
That's the
need to
thing.
leave.
If you've got food and shelter, they're going to come back or just stay.
Yeah.
You got a boring. Yeah.
Is there any way to just pull all the food out of there? You got one of them. Now that it's warm.
He's probably got stuff starting in there for the fall.
Mm-hmm. True. It's awful. I hate the rats here. That's my problem with sunflowers. I can't seem to get any going because either the rats get it or a squirrel does. Oh, bastards. Oh, excuse me.
The rats here really
Southern
seem to
Belle.
have
Good
a
to see you.
liking for squash seeds and pumpkin seeds. I can't plant them and have them not dig it up.
Oh.
Yeah, great.
Do they also bore into the pumpkins and eat the inside?
I don't know. They keep eating it before it gets anywhere near that point.
Jerks.
I have a pumpkin plant that crawled up my tomato plant, and now I've got a little pumpkin.
Really?
Yeah, it looks kind of funny.
So cute.
We had grown some of those Atlantic giant pumpkins.
Hey, Miss Southern Belle, good to see you.
They're only good for entering into contests. That's what they're growing for.
Yeah.
And a mouse or a rat got inside that thing, and when we went to harvest it, it was hollow. I'm not kidding you. There was a darn mouse or rat got in there and ate the inside of that pumpkin, completely gone. It was like, whoa, are you kidding me, you little sneak?
Wow. When did you discover it? When you went to move it and it was very light?
Yeah, and it just came apart. It was like a paper shell. The little sucker ate everything in there, and probably had an apartment.
To leave the outer shell. He knew he could eat for a long time if he didn't go through make holes.
Went underneath it and went in and started eating. It's like probably had a little lounge and everything in there, Yeah, sneaky.
Ultimate apartment for one of them.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
An edible apartment.
I got to make sure I get some cats
gingerbread
for
house.
sure. I'll put those bucket traps all around. Oh no! Watch out, guys! Here it comes.
Barry, hey Barry.
Hi, Barry. Good to see you.
Hi, Barry.
I thought something on my face.
Like, oh no!
What's going on?
I love pumpkins. I'm growing
Yes.
Southern Belle. I'm growing pie pumpkins because I love to grow them for pie, pumpkin pie.
I got more seeds yesterday, but it was mostly like herbs because I was lacking some. Like for some reason, didn't have any cilantro. I got some slow bolt, and I didn't have seeds for rosemary, and now I do. And why doesn't peppermint do weird stuff down here in South Florida, but everybody else can grow it like a weed, Glenn?
Well, it's actually two different things. One, our heat tends to kill it, and the second is, well, the stuff in our soil eat the roots.
Eats the roots?
Yep.
Oh, the nematodes, you mean?
Not even just the nematodes. There's other things in there that will actually bore into the roots and eat them.
Really?
Oh,
That's scary.
well, that's harsh.
What are you doing?
Because I want to grow a lot of it in my yard.
Well, I guess I'll have to keep it
my
in the
yard.
bottom side. That's
on my
nice.
acres.
Okay.
It's seasonal only here.
Can we do these? Spaghetti squash?
Yes, you can. Plant next month.
Okay. Cool. For those of you that don't know, Glenn is only about 2 hours above me, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm in Palm Beach. Oh.
Laura, is there any
Palm
way you
Beach
could
County,
maybe
not Palm Beach, I wish.
look into encouraging owls to nest on your property?
I would
Those are
love
the-
to.
Like a barn owl is the best mousetrap.
We have so many big birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 What
I need to have Chris mow the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And when he mows the property, you should see the birds.
Oh,
Very, very active.
coming in, eating the mice and whatever. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Very good.
Oh, Laura hasn't been doing her own lives for very long. Good Belt Loop. Somebody said something about you being I guess Belt Loop being a moderator.
Oh. Are you not a mod, Belt Loop?
Barry's all disappeared. Barry had to remod people. I was so weird.
Do you need to be a mod, Belt Loop?
Yeah, that's right. I actually had
Howdy Garden's closer to Winter Park than I am. Where to begin? I'm further south.
I can't actually see the chat because I'm on my phone. What'd they ask?
How close you are to Winter Park?
About an hour and a half. I'm coastal Brevard County.
Yeah.
You're a mod, Barry.
And I'm coastal southeast.
I'm not a mod. You didn't make me a mod.
Well, I'll make you a mod. You got to say something in the chat, dude. You got to say something in the chat.
I mean,
like spelling, you mean?
Yes. You can do it.
Okay, here we go.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
M-O-D. Mod.
Good job. Good job.
I was
so proud of you.
I get a blue ribbon.
Gold star sticker.
There you go. And I'm going to make Barry a mod too.
Mm-hmm. How come you made Barry a mod before me?
Oh,
what do you?
yay,
what do you?
Yeah.
I wanted to be a mod. No, actually, I had a lot of mods, and then I did the whole. I had to reset the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm just
because I
with
did some stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just messing with you.
Yeah, I think Winter Park is where actually my stepdaughter. It was years ago, so I can't remember. I think it's where she ended up getting married because they liked a place up there for the reception. I have to look it up. Let me see.
Winter Park, it's a pretty nice area overall.
Yeah. Yeah, we stayed at the Alphon Inn, which was really nice because I don't know which college it is, but it's basically their inn. The people who are training for the tourist and hospitality sector run the inn. And it's not an inn, it's a very fancy hotel.
Thank you, Barry.
It's like really nice. And
Well,
costs
one of my nieces overseas is taking that as a college course. I hope someday she can get here to the States or someplace else.
That was our daughter's first college degree, which was event planning. We found out that really she went for that just to plan her wedding.
Good to know, Miss
It's
Southern.
okay.
We'll
Like,
be praying for your niece.
Yeah. What was that?
Miss Southern Bells and knees are hurting tonight.
Oh, okay.
We're praying for her niece. I'm writing it down.
I missed that.
All right, everyone, it's after midnight. I got to get off of here. I got some things I got to do before I talk out for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for coming up.
Hi, Glenn. Yeah, that was
nice
awesome.
to have you up here, Glenn.
Take care. Good to talk to you.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Glenn. Thanks for the advice. Have a good one.
Oh, I don't know what
Thank you
is
for
it.
dropping links.
And then
Was
there
it-
were 4.
No, this is like the third domestic dispute within earshot of my house.
Ooh, not
And
good.
this week, this week. I was like,
That's not good.
man, what's going on? It's not the same couple either.
Yeah.
Man, what the heck?
Maybe they're putting cocaine in the water. Don't drink your tap water, Bob.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Where to begin?
Down
Everybody must be
slowly.
tired tonight.
Yes. I would imagine a lot of it is probably because of the price of fuel and the price of everything is going up. You know.
Peter Dell, nice to see you.
Oh, thank you.
He's got a very, very interesting channel. Beautiful, beautiful videos. Peter Dell.
You know, you're onto something there, Bob. I mean, it can be challenging, a lot of relationships
special.
right now.
Certainly, and you know, 2 of the couples that got into
Oh, yeah.
shouting match this week are younger, so you know they're not big earners yet, and you just tack on all the taxes and the fuel and everything else. It's bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, Peter Dell, you got to go and film the king penguins? I'm on his page because you said about his videos. What? I would love to go see them in person. I don't want to take the trip though, so how does that work?
And he's from Australia, so
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, these pictures are beautiful.
Are they beautiful?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you betcha.
You betcha. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
End of story.
It's a story. Indeed.
I watched those scenes.
We like to
again
make
yesterday.
fun of Fargo on this channel.
Yeah,
Yes.
I watched those scenes again
Hey,
yesterday,
Cornfed Live, good
guys.
to see
I
you in here.
just died, man. The truck, the two sex worker girls, and then the one where the cops talking to the neighborhood guys.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. I would
Kind of a funny looking fellow.
I would have to move.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
would have to move. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the eyes.
Faces going
I know.
Hey, Cornfed Life, good to see ya. Yeah, penguins are unique. I don't want to be around when they do their pooping because they eat fish. So, and bird poop is bad enough, but I cannot imagine fishy bird poop.
Yeah.
Hey, just think what it would do for your garden.
That's true. There's 3 kangaroos to each person in Australia.
Yeah.
Still
wow.
one of the best videos is the guy that goes and just cracks the penguin right across. It gives them a nice jab to save his dog. That's one of the best Australian videos with kangaroos.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you never seen that?
No.
Yeah, the kangaroo
put
goes
it in
to
the
try and
privates, you
take
know.
his dog, and he's like, "He's got my dog."
You got to put it in the privates, you know.
That's right, he's got to put it in the privates.
Oh,
No, he
geez,
didn't do it in the
kangaroo.
privates. He just went bam and knocked him right in the face. And it was so funny too because the penguin's like, "What the hell happened?" Like looking at the guy, like, "What just happened?" And the guy got his dog though.
Oh,
Like, he could
wow.
have been killed. It was a full-grown male penguin. I mean,
Wow.
full-grown male kangaroo. Sorry.
So
Yeah.
it was stomping his dog. Is that what
He
was
was taking
happening?
the dog. It was the weirdest thing. He like had the dog like grabbing it
Yeah.
and was like marching the dog along. And he's like, "My dog!"
Oh boy.
Wow. Wow.
The guy didn't even like think. He was just saving his dog. Bam.
Daz and some of these guys will show these huge penguins just right outside their fences, you know, or even in their yards, and it's like.
See, I got Laura to do it too. Do you mean kangaroos? You said penguins.
Yes,
Kangaroos.
yes,
Yeah,
kangaroos.
kangaroos. Yeah. Seldom used words by Americans.
No.
I know.
I'm
Penguins
sorry,
and
we're
kangaroos.
people of that age that are going through changes that our brains are just going on this too.
Just,
They call that CRS.
Yeah.
I call them
Oh, okay.
senior moments. Senior
I have
moments.
plenty of senior
That
moments.
too.
But I'm not a senior yet. Not
Yeah,
quite.
I'm not even.
Almost.
I'm
I'm
at
not
the door,
officially.
but I'm not quite there yet.
I'm right at the door. Well, I mean, I can't do the 55 and over yet. So
No, I can't either.
yeah, I'm holding
You
back.
are a little bit older than me, but
Zip it, Laura.
just by
See,
months. Just by
every
months.
man in the world knows better to say that. A woman can get away with that. You know.
Women
Oh,
can't
man.
get away with it either.
Oh, they
No.
don't? Oh, okay. Oh, I
No.
thought there was a little leeway in there.
That's why she's like, zip it.
I'll be right back, guys.
She looks awful good for her.
Thank you very much.
You do.
Yeah.
That's right. Age
Age
is only a number, hey?
hey? Yep.
That's right.
Yep. That's right. I do not feel my age at all.
So
And then my
who else
body
can-
reminds me, and I'm like, knock it off.
Yeah.
Right. That was me yesterday using my hula hoe and I'm doing all kinds of stuff. And I come in and I'm like, oh, I feel like I got hit by a truck.
Yeah, I haven't
It's
been
like
able
as soon as that burst of energy wears off, it's not the same as it was when you were younger. It's like, oh, I think I did too much.
I got another chiropractor recommending that I stop running, and so I'm like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
There goes my high.
No, your endorphin high. That's
Why
okay.
you
Chris will be happy to be that he'll be your endorphin high. That's
Yes, yes, he
welcome
is.
home, honey.
Every time he comes home.
That's right. Welcome home,
Welcome home.
woman. I need some sleep.
Yes. Get off of me.
Oh no, 10 times fast to see how you go. Irish, I can't even say it once. Irish wristwatch. My tongue is already like, no. Irish wristwatch.
Irish
And I'm sober. I haven't even taken my nighttime medications. Irish wristwatch. Oh my.
Irish.
I would have to practice
wristwatch.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to too.
That's awful.
That would be a good.
Those are mean tricks you play on dyslexic children and adults. It is a ripper, man. Wow.
Oh, you betcha. You just gotta hang out with us more, Guadalupe, and we can be funny.
We'll rub off on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
We haven't even told stories today,
I know. We're just interacting with the side chat.
Yeah.
Cosmic. No, I don't do the puff. I just do the chewing the gummy stuff. Mine is all legal. Hey, Darian, what's up?
Good to see you, Darian.
Germany with Darian. Yeah. Although Darian is in Georgia. Don't be confused.
Yes, don't be confused. Darian is from Georgia, not Germany.
No.
Maybe his kinfolk are from Germany. Can you tell us, Darian?
Yeah, how was that? Were you stationed in Germany? I forget, Darian, what the story is, how you have so much on it. But your channel, the videos are beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, Cosmic. Not sure how to answer that. Wait, what did I say?
Hey, makeup mom and son. Good to see you.
Hey, makeup mom and son. I was going to say to our Australian friend, they have a place here called Butterfly World, and they actually have the lorikeets where you can hold nectar, and they'll actually come and sit and drink the nectar out of little cups. And we did that when my daughter was younger quite a few times.
Wow.
And it's like the weirdest feeling. Sometimes too, like if you get it spilled on you, the lorikeet will come over and they'll like clean your finger.
Mm-hmm.
And they will like underneath your nail. It's the creepiest feeling, but it's kind of cool.
Weird.
It is. They're gentle. They were really
gentle. Try that next year. I mean, it seemed like our property was, when we were taking down trees, there was so many monarch butterflies going through our property. And I'm like, is this a thoroughfare where they go on a regular basis? Maybe I should try that.
Yeah. They are beautiful parakeets.
I heard that the monarchs actually migrate all the way down to Mexico.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, so wow. Which ones?
Monarchs.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll stop on the way in California, and they have certain parks that they'll stop at. And they used to I got to go as a kid in elementary school, and we got to watch them like rest in the trees, and they were just dripping off the trees.
Yeah, they weren't doing that at my house, but maybe if I put out some more bushes for them and some, butterfly attracting things.
Yeah, they probably won't drip in Tennessee off the trees. That's like on their way to Mexico when they all gather.
Yeah.
Their way down.
I don't know how to take that with Southern Belle. I'm sure you mean something else.
You must have said something about rubbing off on someone, and that's
that
was it.
Yeah.
Now
Cosmic ran with it.
Now I understand. Okay.
He said sorry. He's just playing. He's like, I made him blush.
You said we'll rub off on you.
Yeah.
To Beltlu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He was there. He was stationed there in the U.S. Army, and he was also there as a child when his dad was stationed. When his dad served there.
How interesting.
That is. Wow, 6 years.
Cool. My husband was Army, and
Yeah,
my
it must have been the Army. It was
Yeah.
and
guaranteed.
my son was. My husband was stationed in Korea for quite a while, and my husband
Mhm.
was in, or my son
Those-
was in.
Those two countries, if you're in the U.S. Army, you're going to get stationed in one or both, guaranteed. You know, the Air Force, you could be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a
Chris
lot
Wyatt
of
went to Germany too. Yeah.
yeah, an
Chris
awful
Wyatt was
lot of
in-
air bases in England. Many, but they've closed much of that stuff and they've moved it out to the Pacific.
Yeah.
I think Lakenheath is
Never heard that,
still
Peter.
open there.
Though. You must have much nicer mosquitoes down there in Australia. Ours carry chainsaws and just like to suck blood. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I should.
Flying
No, I think
predators.
I am so happy. My zapper is working so well. Every time I go out there, I get to enjoy the little zapping sounds it makes.
Mhm.
Because now I can go outside, even in my garden area. That's like 50 feet away, or probably.
I've had a lot of fun with one of these.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Lots
okay,
of
Barry.
fun.
I'm always
It's
slow.
a satisfying sound.
Yeah, I even shipped
be.
2 of those to our house in the Philippines.
You too. Have a good one, GT Junior.
I need one of those
Always
for
in
the
Alaska.
flies.
Have a
Just
good
to
one. We will see you
get out
around.
of the park.
Friday night, I might be on at 11:30. I'm still debating on Friday on my channel.
On Friday, if you're
On
on
Friday.
Friday, yeah.
I wasn't sure if I could do it with my kid in school. but
Yeah.
There's some lilies outside, and just before nightfall, the tiny mosquitoes. Well, they lay eggs in the little cups of water in those lilies, and the new hatchlings come out and they swarm around for a while before they bolt out and go. I've had so much fun going out there with that bug swatter. There goes 150. There goes 1,000 of you little buggers.
Yeah. That's how big they are. They bish slap the turkeys because they're so big. They stand flat-footed and bish slap the turkeys. Where is that Caucasian?
Yeah, where are you, Caucasian? The bish slapping turkeys.
Sorry, couldn't say your name at first.
Caucasian. I mean, I've got you can see my alleys there.
Yeah. They like to bite me like right in the back of the arm, or they will
I've got them,
me.
Yeah, right
in the thighs
and the elbows. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or have you ever gotten them? They got you in the back of the neck too. Oh yeah. Then we share the same grouping.
Then you have the bitch slapping ones too.
Yeah, we have the bitch slapping ones.
So do they go after your turkeys? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think they're just as big as the turkeys.
Oh.
I say ours carry the chainsaws because you can have a screened in area and it doesn't matter. They get through anyway. They just
really?
they have like Army Corps of Engineers among them. They've got little heavy equipment and they can just rip holes in anything.
I think so, Bob. I think you are right.
Yep.
You're lucky you don't get bitten by mosquitoes. My husband doesn't either, but he uses Irish Spring, and Irish Spring supposedly is a deterrent to bugs.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe we need to use that on our property. I don't know if we have mosquitoes on our property, but
I'll send some of that overseas. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, the old-fashioned, the bars Irish Spring. Yep.
Now
maybe I should just hang some of that up around my garden.
Oh, he has the sand gnats that are his big enemy. Yeah. Gnats of any sort, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
But if they bite
we
too.
have gnats really bad, yeah. I don't know if we have sand gnats, but we have gnats.
Gnats
in
always
between the fingers, that's terrible.
Oh.
You know, like they'll just like run right into me. It's like, oh, his eye. You know.
Oh yeah.
I was coming home yesterday, Barry, and one went straight up my nose as I went.
Oh, I've had that happen. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like.
Did I tell you what I did earlier today in my live this morning? I wiped my eye, and underneath my nail, I was cutting hatch green chilies before that, and I had washed my hands really good, but underneath my nail, I went to scratch my eye a little bit, and I had that hatch green chili in my eye.
Oh,
and it's hot.
I remember that I was on the panel with her this
I love
morning,
garlic too.
and
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, I saw you like.
Yeah.
"Ugh."
oh,
I
Like,
love garlic. I eat a lot of garlic.
I
Miss.
need to eat more garlic. When we cook
guess you-
ourselves, my mother-in-law doesn't use a lot of garlic, but my husband and I
Yeah.
use a lot of garlic.
I need to, I guess, start roasting it maybe and spreading it on bread, and just
It's
really
kind of a
get.
bummer we can't grow it here, really.
Let's just get some organic at the store.
They
Yeah.
used to say that garlic
Roast it.
would deter, mosquitoes from biting you, but
No?
I don't think it's.
You can
know what?
say I love garlic, and Nightbot will help you out too. You can
There
say
you go.
love and then put something else after it, and it
Yeah.
appears that Nightbot will.
Yeah, if you say love in the
you
chat, Nightbot will drop your link.
okay, there's my link. Yeah.
What was that? 7. Hold on. 7 p.m. Eastern. On what? I missed that. Caucasian Sasquatch. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta go back. Bitten by mosquitoes. I'm in Georgia.
Well, shoot, Miss Southern Belle, I'm fresh out of blood.
Oh,
Fresh
okay.
blood, huh?
Saturday at 7. Now,
Just
belt
put
loop, careful,
blood out,
because
leave
I
you
know
alone.
somebody was giving you trouble that you have to think things through a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not here tonight, so.
Yeah, he's not here. Do what you want, belt loop.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah, do what you want. Devil Dog ain't here to bug you.
Don't say
Lay
it.
down the law. Oops.
He loves Devil Dog though. He's like a
I
big
know.
brother.
They're best buds. They were
Yeah.
joking around in the side chat. It was funny.
Y'all, I need some
Love
coffee.
lurking.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Eastern. Oh, I know. I don't know where I put mine. I had some. I put it down. I had some.
She's
coffee.
really going to bed now. Okay.
Okay. All right. We believe you. Not really, but
believe you.
okay.
You can lurk if you want while you're going to sleep.
Oh my gosh. You got for an audit. Wow, that's crazy. Never heard of that before. You got to build a quail run in the AM for an audit. You'll have to fill us in on that where to begin Homestead. Put that on a video.
Yeah.
What that entails and why.
Huh.
I watch Louder with Crowder in the morning,
Yeah.
and that's one of my sources of news because I can't stomach. Okay. And one of the comedians on the show got audited. Wow, is that a money scam?
Yeah.
All of his books came out just fine. Everything was, but they still fined him $1,500. Yeah.
Wow.
And you still have to pay it.
Yeah.
It's a money scam. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just a big slush fund for these guys to stick their hands in and put it in their pocket.
Hi there. Jigga.
Pork barrel.
Jigga.
That's what it is.
Bruce.
Okay, those of you saying you're an Aquarius in the side chat, I just found out that you are ruled by Uranus. Just saying. It actually says that.
I'll be right back. On that
It
note.
actually says that when you Google it. Sorry. Hey, Jabba Bruce Love TV. What's up? What an interesting time for you to come in on that note. Eee. Sorry, Homestead Aquarius. I was looking up what that meant. I didn't know. And that's enough.
Oh, I had to delete a guy's comment today. Jeez.
Oh wow, Caucasian. What?
Which, well, I really don't. He's on the spectrum. I won't say his channel name. He's on the
Oh,
spectrum, and I made that video a couple of days ago because a friend of mine here on YouTube was going to go to the Philippines for courtship, all that. And I just, because he asked me for some advice, so I made a video and put it out there. And here comes this fella, asking. A lot of my subs are Filipinos. And,
yeah.
Asking me where can I go in the Philippines to rent a Filipino? And I asked him, "What are you talking about?
Rent? That
Yeah,
doesn't sound right.
yeah." And he made all these smiley emojis because it's just a joke. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to send him a message like that is not appropriate.
Yeah,
It's
not an
just
appropriate thing to
Yeah.
put there.
Who
Yeah,
was sending smiley emojis?
Somebody
was
made an inappropriate remark.
a YouTuber who's on the spectrum
Oh,
asked, because I made a video about
Wait, Miss
courtship,
Southern Belle.
and then
Bring me a
and
treat.
then
good night, Miss Southern Belle.
he wanted to know
Your
where
niece
can
will
he
get better.
go over there to rent a Filipino. No, dude,
No, you can't do
we're
that.
not going there.
Yeah.
Then he had a live later, and I went in there, dude. I deleted your comment. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. So, well, that's just not appropriate. But
Yeah,
I know he's on the spectrum, so
yeah.
that's once in a while these YouTubers will send you, like, oh, dude, stop that. That's not cool.
Wow. An Aquarius is a known thinker and someone who will shake your world once they are in it. Wow. No wonder why Q is always after Homestead Aquarius for things.
Is Homestead Aquarius a real Aquarius?
Shaking our worlds.
Shaking our world. Well, he does with that voice of his. Oh my goodness.
True.
It's a good thing my husband's not listening.
Oh gosh. Don't even guess, Caucasian. Don't even guess.
Yeah.
Yours bar. Yeah, it was not appropriate. Like you got to go out of the U.S. to rent any kind of person you want. Yeah, right.
I know. It's like,
no, you don't.
We are like the highest
here
in pornography and sex
Hey,
trade.
Pastoral
Probably
Cotty.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly.
There's still slavery, and it's right here in the U.S. of A.
Every country I've been to, that is still a trade. Every
Coming
country,
in.
Europe, everywhere, it's still a trade.
Yep. And sometimes they even take them to little islands. And
Oh, yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
That happened to be funded by Victoria's Secret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys haven't seen that special? It's on like
sometimes they grope and sniff little girls. Yeah.
Hulu? Oh, I don't
it was
have
either on Hulu or it was on the other one that I have that's free.
Oh, is Hulu free?
It was either Tubi or you can get the free version, yeah. Tubi or
Oh.
Hulu free, and it was
I use Tubi. I use Tubi, and sometimes there's some decent movies on there. They're low budget, but sometimes the stories are pretty good.
Yeah.
But other times I can't even finish it. It's just
I know.
just out there. Yeah.
Here it is. It is Hulu.
Yeah, got to be careful.
Okay.
Victoria's Secret Angels.
I'm going to look into getting Hulu. I've heard so much about it.
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah, we have to be careful with what we say. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it well?
That's why we didn't say his name.
HULU.
Thank you for looking out for us.
Is that really woke or not?
What?
Hulu.
I don't know if it's really. You can watch either. You can watch woke or the other stuff too.
Oh,
that is not woke. That is like, here's some stuff that's
schnikey going on.
Here's some schnikey. That's right. Here's some schnikey. Look at who funded this.
Oh boy, yeah, it's horrible, man.
Yeah, by the end they line it up for you.
Evil, pure evil. I just can't.
Yeah.
That plane basically was
originally
owned by Wexler, who owned Victoria's Secret, among other conglomerate big companies. Yeah.
I just can't get it. I can't get it. You know.
The love of all cultures before you leave. Oh my. Depends what you're meaning by experiencing the love. Can you fill us in on that in Homestead Aquarius?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's PG rated.
I'd invite you up here, but you probably don't have any clothes on.
He never has clothes on. That's why he doesn't show his face or anything else.
That's right.
I'm the odd man out.
I was on Belt Loops. I think it was Belt Loops. And Devil Dog comes up with no shirt on. And I'm like,
It's hot in Texas.
"Ah." And he's like, what? You can only see me from here up. I'm like, yeah, but just to know that you don't have a shirt on.
It looks like you don't have any clothes on when you
Oh,
do
boy.
those. Though.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Man
No,
boobs
God.
and
And he's
stuff.
like, what? It's okay.
Oh,
I'm like, no,
all right.
it's not.
Night, Darian. Have a good night. Magnificent Germany with Darian. Thanks for coming in.
Good night,
You rock,
Darian.
too.
Thank you for coming in, buddy.
He said 22 trips back and forth since 2008 to Germany. He
Wow.
loves it that much. Yeah. I wish I could travel just once there and once to Ireland. I'd like to see them both.
Yeah, me too.
Home of some of my ancestors.
Yeah,
Bob?
you betcha.
Do you have more than Bob? Do you have more than one mic working over there?
Maybe. Why?
The one on his head is working quite well.
There's a few times I thought I heard what you were talking about in the background.
I've got it selected for the headphones.
Yeah, it's on the headphone.
Hearing
Hey,
shit
here.
Are you hearing voices? Tell your
Well,
cats to stop
they're-
it.
I took the headphones off for a minute because there's one of the neighbors that has a daughter. When she puts her to bed, the child
Oh.
screams for half
Oh,
an hour.
nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe like quietly send her to her house like a package of melatonin. Gummy
Yeah,
melatonin.
Extra
Hey,
strength.
There she
Pastor
goes
McQuarrie,
again.
can you find a code word for that, maybe?
Yeah, you can't say their names in actual even side chat now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I understand that they've gone through his place more than once, and they
You're right.
It's like,
he has all that stuff in a room and it's locked, and so
Mhm.
they determined that it wasn't secure enough. So one group at one time had a mechanic
Are you
come
okay,
in
Barry?
yeah, that didn't sound good, Barry. You all right?
installed a hasp and a padlock on one group of those, 3-letter word. And the next time they came back to investigate again, and they didn't have the key, so they had to break the lock off the door. And it's like, and you people out there are so paranoid of the government coming and taking away what you target shoot with. Are you
Mhm.
kidding me? These people are that
Yeah.
bumbling imbeciles. They can't even have a duplicate key for the next group to come in and raid. You think about it,
Yeah.
they're going to come and take away all of our preps and all. No, they're not. They're idiots. They don't work. I mean, I just incompetence. It's pure incompetence. It's just, yeah. Don't show your firearms. They're going to come and confiscate them. Come on. Think about it.
Pastor McQuarrie, she probably can buy all new stuff in.
Well, I found a cat toy the hard way.
I was wondering. Good thing it wasn't Legos though.
You found a what?
Cat toy the hard way. Are you okay though?
Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Okay.
Stepped on one.
It sounded like he fell over it.
Just don't come into the kitchen in the dark.
Yeah. I hear you, Pastor McQuarrie. It's like,
That's what I worry about. Norman's always running around with the dog bone.
Imagine that. He must have found out he wasn't home and just decided to go for it.
This thing, it's pretty big, and
Oh
my
my God.
mother-in-law's almost.
Excuse me. I'm gonna have to go. I've got to still do.
you could use that as a
stuff
boomerang.
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty big. Well, both Norman and Astro chew on it, but Norman always steals it from Astro.
no way. Norman steals that big
Yeah,
thing.
Norman's the boss. Norman's the boss of the big
It's
dog.
funny. Yeah, that happens a lot that the little dogs are the boss.
Yep.
I remember hearing that with it was a little dog. I think it was like a Shih Tzu or something fluffy and a pit bull. And that little dog was always the boss. And then one day he went and got trimmed up at, like a dog place and got groomed.
Mm-hmm.
And they shaved him. Well, he came back on the property and that pit bull tore him a new one.
Didn't recognize him, huh?
Yeah, didn't recognize him as the boss.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think they stopped it pretty quick because he smelled him, but
Easy. Good to see.
Yeah.
didn't smell normal either because he was all clean.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
Homestead.
It was the same way with my Boston Terrier, and I had a German Shepherd mix. The Boston
Mhm.
Terrier was the boss.
That's wild.
I watched something that came down on the sidebar on YouTube the other day. Do you remember that
Mhm.
chimpanzee that attacked a woman a few years ago? Can you remember
Yeah,
that? Or,
yeah.
Oh,
That ripped off her face or something like
the
that.
one, yeah, I was gonna say that ate her
yeah.
face. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now this chimpanzee was having a fit, and the owner couldn't get it to calm down, so she called her lady friend over to help. And
Mhm.
her lady friend had restyled her hair, new and different clothes on, and she was holding the favorite toy of the chimpanzee. And
Oh,
that thing went
Amazing.
right after her. You've got my favorite toy. I don't know who you are, and tore her up.
mm,
They can rip our arms off. They're so strong.
yeah.
They can dismember people.
I
You
I
never
saw
know them.
some information about them. One of the African nations where people will have to cut through their sanctuary area more or less, and they've been known to come out of the trees and grab babies off the mom's back and out of their arms, and goodbye baby, they eat them.
Ew.
Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am.
Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow, Nick.
How about we have a pet chimp? No.
No.
No,
Not gonna work.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, what
All
gives you
right.
the idea that they're worthy? You know, you can't make a pet out of every single animal you see on Earth.
No, you
True.
certainly cannot. There's a reason why our grandparents did not do that.
People
They
don't
learned-
realize how far our dogs are removed from the wild dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
And they think that they can just go out there and get, a dog that are, a wolf and raise it. It's like, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also looked into that once where I think it was England. A lady had 3 or 4 wolves, not a crossbreed, wolves that one of the wolves lived in the house with her and it was docile to her.
Yeah.
But she had 3 others in pens outside. Oh, no, they were not domesticated, and those ones were impossible to domesticate. The great big gray wolves. These things are almost 200 pounds, But she's still taking a chance, man. I mean, there's the 3 out there will never be domesticated. The one in her house, lady, you are crazy. This thing will take your arm off, It's like, no.
Yeah, that's true, Nick. Nick's saying if our chickens were 10 times bigger, we'd be like grasshoppers. And be
Oh
going.
yes, yeah. I look at
Chickens
them
are
things.
vicious. They're dinosaurs, man.
They are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You bet they are. Mhm.
You just watch them eat and how they attack like food, and especially if if you throw something that they really love down, and how they'll like run away from the other chickens and they attack each other and go after each other.
Yeah.
It's vicious. It's vicious.
Mhm.
There's true pecking order with chickens.
Yeah,
for
there is. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep the order among themselves. Who knows what the order criteria is, but they know.
Why did Bobblehead Homestead change his name? Anybody know? Did he have to?
No.
Oh, I knew a fellow who had a pet monkey. Yeah, he really regretted that because they're extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
And the monkey would watch him lock the cage or close the cage up, and it would just reverse engineer it and come out.
Oh wow.
Yikes.
And
Yeah.
he was at work, I think over at Grumman Industries in New York, or maybe Lockheed in California.
Yeah.
And the monkey got out and it emptied all the kitchen cupboards and poured everything inside the refrigerator, the kitchen cupboards, on the kitchen floor. Everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well,
Off to the glue farm for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said, man. What are you going to do with that thing? Oh, I just made a more complicated lock on its cage. Oh, jeez, dude. Seriously?
What happens when it gets mad at you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yikes, Passamaquoddy.
Yeah, there's wolves here in Washington State.
Oh wow! Thanks, thank you
Yeah.
there, Aquarius.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
What was? I didn't get to see it.
He's sharing a link for.
Trying to find the one that I said about the kangaroo.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Yeah, it was the dog had a thing wrapped around its neck, and the kangaroo got it. That's why the kangaroo was holding it by the scarf around its neck. That's how the kangaroo was walking with it. I just found it, so I'm going to link it up in the private.
Link it up in the private.
Yep. I'll link it up in the privates. Yes.
Yes.
So many things open though. I'm like getting lost in the tabs.
Yeah.
I'm like, where am I?
If I know I want to share things, I take down a lot of tabs.
Yeah. I would do that, but I want to look at some of these tabs, and then I forget I want to look at some of these tabs, and then I add more to it the next night I go on.
Passamaquoddy, where approximately do you live? Because I'm in Washington State, and we have wolves here. In fact, the population is increasing.
Yeah.
Naturally, they're increasing.
I had a friend that had a wolf. It wasn't a full wolf, but it was enough. And that thing was this high.
Yeah.
So it came up to here on me.
Yeah. People don't realize how big and powerful they are.
It was so huge. And people thought that he was mean to his dog or to this, this.
No.
And it's like, no, I have to be very strict and very, you can't give that dog an inch. It will take a mile, So
yeah, they're all about dominance. If you show weakness, it's gonna eat you.
Yeah,
there's a link in the private.
New Hampshire. Oh, they're in New Hampshire.
Yeah, that was the kangaroo link. Oh, you put one in there too, the wolf. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, thank you.
If you're in Kentucky, I want to go there so bad.
Let's see what's in the private.
Oh, careful.
Yeah.
Oop.
I stopped it.
I saw a gray wolf here in Washington State, and wow, I've told you guys this story more than once, and I still stick with that story. If a wolf is after a human being, you don't stand a chance. Just one wolf, he could take you out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, people think they can control these things.
Baby, no.
Okay, we're on the kangaroo now.
The fox rescue. Oh. You're so cute.
Those people do good work.
Yeah. To rehab.
Okay,
I'm gonna feel that
kangaroo.
Domestic dog.
Yeah, I knew a fella, one of our inspectors at Boeing. He had a massive bandage on one day, and he had a half wolf, half dog, and it just snapped, and it ripped his arm apart. Oh, okay. There's the kangaroo. Yeah, I got him. Got him in a stranglehold, man. He ain't letting go. Come on, dude. Come on. Duke it out. He punched it right in the face. Oh boy.
Right?
Oh wow. It's kind of woke him up, stunned him for a moment.
Probably put that in the regular chat. People want to see it.
Okay.
The thing jumped up and kicked his dog right in the chest. Boom.
Yep.
Oh,
he saved that dog. He would have ate the dog, is what they said. Which I didn't know that about them.
Well, they found skeletal remains of ancient kangaroos that had canine fangs. They were a predatory.
Hey, the Bud Files, what's up?
Well, they just punched
I
him
don't know
right
if
in the face.
Luke is still here. They were changing. I think he left Caucasian. I think they were changing. What did he say? He was working, and I think they were changing the guard. I don't know what to say. What do you call it? I don't know. I can't speak. I cannot
Changing the guard.
Yes. Something like that, but not like that.
Barry, do you know if there's wolves in the
Look at
wild
this.
in Kentucky, Tennessee
Mhm.
area? Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we had
Wow.
Oh, that's nice to know. Look at this
Look
one.
at this.
Looks like
Cosmic,
he's
did
gonna
you
rip
bring the?
somebody's head off.
Yeah.
Looks injured, actually.
Yeah.
The wolf I saw here in Washington State just at like you call it a dog trot. It wasn't even running. It could outrun any dog I've ever seen or a deer. It just a human wouldn't stand any chance at all against a wolf. You're gone.
No,
You're just
yeah,
a goner, you know.
just
And the head. Oh, geez.
I know the size of them is unbelievable.
Yeah, see, these look pretty small.
I think it's because some of them are mixed.
Yeah.
we have gray wolves in Kentucky
Ooh.
and red wolves. So
Yeah, there's
they're
one.
not.
The one that I saw was what's a subspecies of the gray wolf. It's called the coastal gray wolf. I found a study done on
They
them
are beautiful.
in British Columbia, Canada, and they were the exact same living in Puget Sound, Washington, right here. They follow the rivers up and they catch fish and whatever else they can get their mouths on. That was big. Jeez. Wow.
The gray
thank
wolves are often mistaken for coyotes around here. So
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I thought I was first seeing was like, dude, that's a weird looking coyote. But then I found his tracks in the mud, and his track was bigger than the palm of my hand. So I started searching and then it said wolf. Wow. No.
Yeah, here's what the gray wolf looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see why that would look like a coyote. I mean, it's like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They don't look
And
that huge until they're next to a human. Then you
look up the coastal gray wolf. Its coloring is a bit different because a lot of its diet is shellfish on the seashore, and same with salmon and all that. They've got a little bit of red in their coloring. It fooled me for a while until I saw the paw prints. My God!
Wait, Georgia has wolves?
Not a coyote.
I didn't know Georgia had wolves. Yikes!
a lot of the eastern states actually do. We have a lot of predator.
I know we have the Florida panther. I don't know if we have wolves. I know we have coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that, and we have wild boars. That's enough. We're good.
Yeah, we don't have boars here. Thank the good Lord for that. But we've got all the others. You know, bobcats, lynx, coots.
Yeah, we have the bobcats too. Yeah, we have black bears, but not so much. You don't see them down here in southern Florida much. You see them more up north, northern Florida. I think Central has them.
Bears too.
Yeah, we do too.
Central
and there is a population of grizzlies living in Washington State too.
Yeah,
more up north towards the Canadian border.
Yeah.
Wow.
No thanks.
Lexington, it's funny because Lexington is a metropolitan area, and they're everywhere.
That's your coastal gray wolf.
Yeah.
Because I gotta head out. I put it in the privates, but I gotta go. Much love. I gotta go do some stuff for Theron.
What did you put in the privates?
Just that I had to head out.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
Take care, darling.
All right. Love you, fishes.
Love you too.
Hopefully we'll see you Friday.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Canadians did a study on those, and they're just a slightly. The Canadians biologists referred to them as a subspecies of the gray wolf.
Yeah. This guy's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, he is. But that head, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought my Newfoundland was a big dog.
They're very tall too. That's the thing that
Yeah.
I could see like even this, if I saw this, I would go, "Is that a coyote?" You know.
That's what I was at first thinking, Laura. Yeah.
Mhm. But a coyote.
From a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have fox. We have some
Coyotes.
huge
Yeah.
cats out here. Black bear, elk. I'm trying to think what specific cats we have out here.
Coyote.
Yeah, I hear the coyotes at night. I caught a real quick glimpse and posted it on YouTube. They come into town and they work in teams. And there was one little jiper dog, whip, 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 and I could hear three of them zooming in on him because the coyotes are talking to each other, and pretty soon jiper dog, whip, 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 whip. They got him.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like a dog only about that big, and he's gone. They can jump over a 6-foot fence without any effort.
Oh yeah, I know. They got in my backyard. My husband didn't believe it, but it's like, honey,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh,
there it is.
that's not what I wanted to show them. Oh, okay. Why isn't it showing that right? Let's try that again. So weird. There we go.
Which one is that one?
That's coyote.
Coyotes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of them around here.
Yep.
They're
There's lots of them on my property.
Mm-hmm. Very intelligent. They know that where people live, there's food.
Mm-hmm.
Not only our trash, but our pets as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and they just chit chat away.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and in this area, every river has got roads next to it, so the civil engineers can inspect. And the coyotes come right out of the Cascade Mountains, and they come right down into suburbs and into the townships. Yeah, they're smart, man.
Well, they'd be writing down in Portland all over the place. Like there was, it's like they gotta hide somewhere in the town at night.
Sure they do. Yeah.
Or in the day, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, any place they can get in underneath a building and build a den, and there you go. So.
Oh, nice. Good night, Sasquatch. Good to have you in here. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up too here soon. Getting tired too. Had 2 lives today, so we'll say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for coming, right. and we'll see you next Wednesday, hopefully.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Bye.
God bless you, everybody. Mm-hmm.